Going down the Au Sable. Pardon my camera work here, folks. Forgot to get a tripod. Got my own canoe. Pleasure being a fat guy. Beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful river. I'll get back with you. Up here in Grayling. That's beauteous. Good beer, good friends, good time. Hey folks. Some beautiful houses around here too. Someday I'll have one. There's a big group of people in front of us now. So far it's been pretty by ourselves. In the beginning there was a bunch of people, now there's a ton. Like a bunch, none, a bunch. So, it was peaceful out here. Still is. This is why I love living in Michigan. Do things like this. Looks like we got storm clouds ahead. We'll see. Hopefully not. It's been a very nice day out here.
He wanted to play, but at that time, my parents.
Hey folks. Well, just got back from Au Sable. I didn't get a lot of video. There's a lot of deadfall, and I paddled a lot. So I was gonna bring my tripod. Been in a canoe for 20. I haven't been in a canoe for 20 years, so I was a little worried about tipping over. And it was just hard to grab the camera. Felt like I was always going around this, going around deadfall, but I had a lot of fun. I did get some good video. I did use, which you've seen already, my SJ4000. Did a little underwater. It's lower quality, but I don't want to stick my drift camera underwater. So yeah, we're supposed to head out to Higgins Lake tonight. I don't think we're gonna. Everybody's just beat. This was originally supposed to be an overnight camping trip, but 2 people backed out, which isn't, I mean, it's not a big deal. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad we didn't, because I am beat. I think we did 7 hours of canoeing, and it would have been another 3 hours just to get to the campsite, so I'm good with that. I'll do some camping. I'll do some hiking and camping. I'm beat. So, I don't know what else we're doing, but we'll keep you posted. I just put a new fresh battery in. That's the other thing, my battery died. Just put a fresh battery in, so anything we do, I'll keep you posted. Hey folks, Matt here. So I've been back from my trip a couple days now. I wanted to finish the video out doing my VR for 39Camper's giveaway, but I had to wait. It's one thing you regret buying, and I had to wait for it to come back. So the reason I had to wait was because the one thing I regret buying is the Hummer. Now we got a pinch. My wife's car died, and it was going to cost around $3,000 to fix it. So I said, you know what? It's nickel and diming us. We got to get a new car. Couldn't buy a new, a really new one, like Silverado, but looked around, looked at a bunch of not mechanics, sales place. I hate car sales, but I found one that was pretty respectable, had some good reviews. Looked at it, took it for a drive. Everything seemed to go good. And then first week I had it, the starter went on it. Now, I can usually do a starter myself, but with this one, you have to pull off the front driver's side wheel, the inner wheel well, just to see the starter. You can take a bolt out and disconnect it. Then you have to go under the hood and take off the AC, the intake, something else I can't remember off the top of my head, so you can get to the rest of the starter. And did that. Starter's $150. 5.5 hours of labor. That was a $700 fix. Got it back. Drove it for another week. Battery died. Brand new battery I put in it. Had the battery checked, and it had a bad cell. Last week, and while I was getting the starter fixed, I was informed I needed a new intermediate steering shaft. So I went and had the oil changed, had a buddy of mine look at it, and he said that it was really bad, needed to get replaced, the steering shaft. So I called to have it taken in, and my lights were dimming out. So dropped it off. They did the steering shaft. They checked the alternator, said the alternator was good. Apparently it was a cable issue. My cables were hot to the touch, and they replaced those. Anyways, I got it back last night. Another $550 dropped into it. I don't have a lot of money, so I'm scraping everything I have to make this thing last. And as of right now, period, I regret buying this thing. The first day I had it, I had to replace the door switch because the radio wouldn't shut off. It has one of those, the radio stays on until the door opens. Fixed that. Security light kept coming on. Not sure why. Never locks itself out. And I replaced the security and the ignition switch, and that didn't fix it. It hasn't come on as of yet. If it sits here and idles, it'll come back. It'll come on, and it hasn't yet. I've been here for a couple minutes. So, Daryl, here you go, brother. Here's my VR. Rest of my Au Sable trip. I wish I could have got a lot more video doing that, but there's a lot of deadfall, and I was in a canoe by myself, paddling quite a bit to get around it. But it was a really good time. My first trip down the Au Sable. I had a great time. And yeah. So, and as for this is the one thing I regret. So as of now, no security light. The service TPM, the tire pressure thing, I don't really give a damn about. Pardon my French. So yeah, there's my VR, and that's my Au Sable trip. So, a couple weeks we're gonna go camping again, glamping, taking the wife to Lexington, the boy in the glamper, and I gotta go do some fishing or something. I'm going kind of crazy here. I have not fished yet this year. So until next time, take her easy, guys.